Guys, I left Lima, Peru, and I'm in Cusco. And now that I've left and I've thought about things, I gotta tell you that. Hold on. I'll tell you in a second. So guys, when I was in Lima, I went to this. Okay, I can tell you what's on my mind now. So I filmed this video with these Amazonian people who were forced by circumstance to move to Lima. To be honest, the video bombed. Nobody cared. But of course nobody cares. That's why people came in and cut down all their trees. That's why mining companies came in and polluted their rivers. That's why they had to come to the big city of the same people who destroyed their land and then get allocated in the worst piece of real estate you can imagine, trying to start a new life and provide a new life for their children. Of course no one cares. And you know what? I didn't really care enough either. But my mom cared. And I'll come back to that. So I filmed these people, I leave them behind. I escaped Lima to Cusco here because Lima was going into another COVID quarantine. And I'm walking around Cusco, beautiful place, but I've got this like heaviness in my heart, like somehow I may have violated one of my values. I send the video to the main lady, Olinda, and she says, yeah, it's great, thank you. And then she drops another line that says, come on, man. We need help. Come on, man, we need help. Was she saying that in general? Or was she talking to me? Well, the other day I do ayahuasca in this really funky center up in the mountains. And the medicine, the grandmother pulls it out of my chest. I didn't buy a single piece of art from these people. I started my traveling life as a broke student, and then a broke English teacher, and then a poor flight attendant. So I had to stretch every nickel and dime, and that mentality just stayed with me. Now, I still don't make a lot of money, but I know there are people who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they still have this miserly mindset, like, it's not in the budget, can't really afford it. So back to my mother, I call her to tell her about my revelation from this ayahuasca experience, and before the words even come out of my mouth, she says it.
I think she's saying if you're making a video, somehow make it so that people help us.
Yeah. Mom, you're right. I didn't support the community, I didn't buy any art, and I didn't get you anything. And I know you like art around the theme of female empowerment. And Shipibo Conibo art is definitely all about that. When I come back home next time, I am bringing a piece from that community to you. If you're watching this and you're not my mother, but you know me personally, my number is in your phone. If you want to Venmo me $50, $100, send me a blurb about yourself so I can give both the money, all of it, and this blurb to these ladies and have them pick out something that they feel will speak to you, and I will deliver it. And if you're not my mother, and you don't have my number, please, next time you come to Lima, do yourself a favor, visit this community. I will put the coordinates down below, and I'll give you a couple contacts who can meet you as soon as you come out of your taxi or Uber to guide you around the neighborhood and keep you safe. On a little side note, everybody who comes to Peru wants to go to Machu Picchu, and that's about it. And if Machu Picchu were open right now, it's not because of coronavirus. It would be a stew of tourism. But out of Cusco, just on your feet, there are a ton of places like this. Get up for an early morning hike, you got it all to yourself. Just remarkable Incan ruins with nobody here. Scattered throughout the mountains of this country, all over the place. It was a massive empire. So I encourage you to think past Machu Picchu. Thank you for tuning in and listening to my thoughts. I'm Jonathan Legg. I may do another one up here in the mountains, but eventually I'll see you in Lima during lockdown, where I'm going to try to sneak my way into this community and buy art for my mom. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.